Up hitter.
In now, Brian Chen. He'll get to take his first cuts here. 1 out, nobody on. Little dribbler up the first baseline. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now. With a moment now, here's the Altoona defense. Sean Graves stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line to the right side. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
The batter, third baseman.
And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Mike McDonald stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. One and 2. Here it comes. Hot shot to third. Reyna is up with it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So it's 1 run on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, and a runner left. 3 innings complete. Altoona's out in front, 3-1. At the plate, Roger Aguilar. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
The 0-1 pitch. Takes this the other way to right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
A pretty good swing there. You'll watch. Head stays down, ball gets deep in the zone, and he lets those hands lead the way, and he drives it to right field. That's as good an approach as you're going to see.
Rolando Reyna steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. On the ground to short. This could be 2. A bare hand for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So 1 run on 2 hits, with the big blow being the home run. No errors and no one left on base. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Curve lead it 6-2. Sean Graves steps in, working on a 1 for 2 game so far.
Sean Graves.
Into the windup and the pitch. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Hit in the air to right field. Oh, and he misses it. He's around first on his way to second now. Thought about going for... Mike McDonald will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far.
Yeah, just sort of rolling over on it, guys. See if he can make a small adjustment and get through one here.
Reyna gloves it. Throw gets him. 2 down. Eddie Esposito steps in. He scored after reaching on a single his last time up.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
And that's through into center field, base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's a 7-2 ball game.
That 2-out hit there makes that air loom extra large now. You got to make sure you get this next guy before this inning gets any further out of control.
Sam Huddleston ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Soft liner toward first. And he will make it to the bag, a step ahead of the runner, and that ends the inning. So they go quietly here in this half inning. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the home half. Altoona's out in front, 7-2. Malcolm Reeves will come forward now. He's popped out and struck out in his first 2 plate appearances. Nobody out, runner on first. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. A step on the bag for 1, and it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
You know, that's one that you just don't see that often. Safe at second base, but out at...
Sean Graves gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. First pitch on its way. Oh, what a pitch to start the at-bat there. It's 0-1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
Pitch in the dirt, and that gets away. Goes to third with it, and he is safe at third as he moves up on what's likely to be ruled a wild pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Still no fastballs in the at-bat. It's been all off speed.
That's definitely by design. He's such a good fastball hitter. You don't want to give in to his strength.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home. To short, hit hard. He's got it. To second for 1. Relay to first in time. And just like that, the side is retired. So 1 run here on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Curve lead it 10-5. Now at the plate, Sean Graves. He's 1 for 4 for the game.
Sean Graves.
Grounded to first. Reeves scoops it up, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now. But 1's all they get as the run scores.
And with 2 guys in scoring position, that might not be exactly what he was hoping to do. But he will pick up 1 RBI for his efforts, and he does move the other runner to third. Now...
And a good offensive performance here, but I think we can agree on naming this fellow right here as our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was definitely a big part of this victory. You see there, 4 RBIs for him in the ball game. He came through when they needed him to, and he was instrumental in the win.
So that's a wrap here tonight. Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, you've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Facebook at MLB The Show. Altoona wins it 14-5. Good night, everybody.
Drive home safely.
MLB The Show's coverage of minor league baseball is on the air as we continue our tour around the minor league. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Altoona Curve and the Hartford Yard Goats. Sean Graves will stand in for the first time, and he enters with that average in the stratosphere, up over 360 to begin play.
Well, for me, that's just really impressive for a guy his age. It's always exciting to see young players blossoming into stars right before your eyes.
Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. Hummel is over now, and he's got it for out number 2. Rafael Unoa will get his first shot here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago.
Well, guys, one good game does not a season make. He's been hitting under 250 over his last 10 games, so hopefully he's figured something out.
Grounded to the right. Oh, and this goes right past him. The throw to the plate, and they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. Aaron Castaneda strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about...
Down the first baseline. Graves gloves it, and he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out. Digging in, Rafael Unoa, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Decent numbers, but nothing amazing from the left side of the plate so far this season.
Ground ball to second. This could be 2. The second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4-6. Sean Graves in now. Popped out in his first trip. First offering on its way. Behind on that one. Now behind in the count. 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hot shot on the ground is short. Scooped up. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Sean Graves will dig in for a third time now. He's popped out and grounded out so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Ripped down the first base line. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 hit, 1 left. Sean Graves makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
That's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
Barreto is there, makes the catch, and the ball game is over.
Well, we talked about how they needed a good outing out of this guy, and he gave them that and even more, finishing off the complete game victory.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Yard Goats win it 5-1. Good night, everybody.
They left 14 men on base. For the Curve, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Now from your exclusive home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show is on the air. Today, getaway day here in this 3-game series between the Altoona Curve and the Hartford Yard Goats. Major League Baseball on the Show starts now. Sean Graves will stand in, hoping to turn things around from the loss last night. He was 0 for 4 in that ball game.
Yeah, guys, I don't think I'd worry too much about yesterday.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's on the inside corner to put him behind here. 0-2. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
And that's through for a hit.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller, the thought is that you've got to get out there and hit the ball before it sinks. So that means if you're a right-handed hitter, you got to jump out there and pull it. And that's exactly what he did.
Sid Yu will stand in, and he wasn't alone in wearing the collar in last night's ball game, in which the team could muster all of 1 run.
Well, when you're hitting under 200 for the season, games like yesterday are going to happen on a regular basis.
Scooped up on the backhand. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. No runs, a hit, 2 left. Coming to the plate now, Sean Graves. He singled his last time up.
And fellas, that's still their only hit in the game so far. They've been pretty well shut down.
And now the second pitch of the inning is popped up high in the air over toward the right side of the infield. He'll take this in without much trouble, and 2 are gone here to start the 4th. Striding into the box, Chris Russin. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, he showed a little prowess with the bat last time, and they may have to pitch him a little bit tougher right here.
And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now. Sean Graves will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit sharply toward the right side. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his 2nd of the night.
Just the 2nd hit they've got against him so far as we check on his numbers.
Sid Yu will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far.
Yeah, just sort of rolling over on it, guys. See if you can make a small adjustment and get through one here.
Eduardo Montañez will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Maybe this will be the time.
And both runners are safe. The double steal executed perfectly. And the run is in to score from second. It's 1-1. Sean Graves ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Now a swing and a ball lofted down the right field line and fairly deep. And this is going to get down for what should be extra bases. And there's your potential go-ahead run. The relay. And he'll scramble back to the bag and be there safely.
Oh, that's going to make things really interesting now. You get that go-ahead run up to second here on the double, but you do have 2 away. So with that base open, they don't have to pitch to this next guy if they don't want.
Sid Yu digs in, looking to send something into the outfield that gives that go-ahead run a chance to score from second.
Well, no complaints on this end, guys. You've got to love any game that's this tight, this late.
He got him, and the go-ahead run will be left stranded at second base. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. We'll head now to the bottom of the 9th, all tied at 1-1. Kyle Parker strides in to lead us off here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Hit to first. To his right, Graves. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out. An entertaining game all in all, so if we have to choose one who stood out among all others, why not go with this man right here? He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was a thorn in their side all game long. You'll see there, he winds up with
Now from your exclusive home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show is on the air. Tonight, Game 2 of this 4-game weekend set between the Akron Rubber Ducks and the Altoona Curve. It's baseball, it's The Show, and it comes your way. Russell Margowski will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Step on the bag for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So they go quietly here in this half inning. Sean Graves will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. Into the windup and the pitch. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Bases are empty, one man out. Hit high and deep out to left center field. Baladares going back. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. Coming to the plate now, Sean Graves, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First pitch of the at-bat. Chop foul right at home plate at strike one. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Hard hit ball to second. That's in there. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And a relay to the plate. And not in time as the run scores.
And you know, this is something these guys just haven't had for a while. That's an early lead. Although I guess they haven't really had any leads, period. And that's why they're on this losing streak. But a good sign here as he drives it. In now, Michael Morse. He singled his last time up. And they'll tag him out in the rundown. Sean Graves will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far.
Sean Graves.
Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. But this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out number one. Sean Graves gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point.
Sean Graves.
Toward left center and fairly deep. Baladares ranging back to the track, to the wall. Gone! So a 2-run shot to left center. Home run number 15 for him thus far as they move on top 4-0.
Well, it's just a little in, and not a terrible location, really. But if you're sitting on that pitch in that spot, you can certainly do some damage, and he absolutely did some right there. That's a 2-run homer.
Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was really overpowering guys out there. Look at the line score. He winds up with 11 strikeouts, and he definitely was a deciding factor in this one.
So that's a wrap tonight for Excursion. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for
3 hours and 1 minute. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Time for minor league baseball here on the show as we set our sights on the Double-A Eastern League. Tonight it's the third of this 4-game weekend series between the Akron Rubber Ducks and the Altoona Curve. Major League Baseball on the show starts now. Sean Graves will stride in. He drove in 3 of his team's 4 runs in last night's game.
Well, you look for a guy to produce? He's got 9 RBIs in his last 10 games, and he had another good one yesterday as well.
Fly ball heading for the alley. Baladares giving chase, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap, and he's in at second base with a first-inning double.
I don't know. That looked like a slider that time, but it was just sort of a cement mixer. It just spun and did nothing. And he whacked this thing into the gap. No way to run this one down, and he winds up at second.
At the plate, Michael Morse, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. 1 out and a runner on second base. A little tapper. Throw gets him. 2 down. A chance now to take a look at how the home...
Well, we all know they're going to try to hit the ball out of the park. They lead the league in home runs. They have the power to score at any moment up and down that lineup, and they have a very dangerous middle of the order.
Hit hard on the ground to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. Sean Graves walks into the box, reached base with a double his first time up.
And with a man on first, it'll take at least another double to bring him in.
First pitch on its way. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left. Vic. Squares around and drops down a good one. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. It's a 3-0 game. Sean Graves steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. First offering on its way. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Calling for it, Baladares. 2 down. Brian Riency digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Here's the 1-1. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. To second for 1. But they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first. Sean Graves will stand in. He flew out his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
Well, he started off this way, and he continues on. He's throwing first pitch strikes to 80% of the batters he's faced, and we're late in this ballgame, and that's why he's on top.
Baladares will range to his left and put it away. 2 down. Sean Graves makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
He's set. Here it comes. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Yeah, when that's upstairs like that, that's a pitch you got to leave alone and make him bring something down.
Line drive to left. And that's in there. Base hit. Oh, and he misses the stop sign there as he heads for the plate. And he is out at the plate. Trying to get a little too greedy when he didn't need to be, and this ball game is over.
And you know what? I don't care who you're playing. You know, it's never easy to go out on the road and win any game. So that was a great effort by them in every phase of the game.
Well, the bats were certainly working in this one, but out of everybody, I'd say this man most deserves to be our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was a thorn in their side all game long. You'll see there, he winds up with a 3-hit ball game, and A couple of those were key hits that helped lead his guys to victory.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Rubber Ducks are victorious here, 8-3. Good night, everybody.
To please drive home safely.
The show's continuing coverage of minor league baseball is on the air. Tonight, Game 4 of this 4-game weekend set between the Akron Rubber Ducks and the Altoona Curve. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Sean Graves will get his first shot here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago.
Well, you look at the average on the season, guys, and he's not sneaking up on anybody. Pretty amazing numbers for him right there. So yesterday's performance, obviously no fluke.
On to first, so a good bounce-back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. And with that, here's a glance at the starting lineup for the home squad. Who do you have your eye on, EK? Sean Graves stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
Graves.
Here comes the first pitch. Grounded up the first baseline. Left Margowski, and he'll